guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching What Is Good. I'm Jade if you're new here. So guys, let me tell you something. Of all the celebrity separation and divorce that I have covered on this channel, this is the one that hit me the hardest, honestly. And I don't even know these two. I don't even know them. But I just like them. I like their easygoing lifestyle. I like how easygoing they seemed at the time. They were never one to shove their relationship down anybody's throat. But with hindsight being 2020, maybe there really was nothing to show off after all. Maybe what we saw is what their relationship was, both inside and outside. Maybe they haven't been compatible in a long time. Maybe that is why they weren't showing off their relationship, or as some people will say, shoving it down our throats. For those of you who don't know, because I just realized I've been blabbing for a while now, Paul Okoye of P Square and his wife, Anita Okoye, are getting a divorce. I mean, these two people have been together a total of 17 years. They've been married for 7 years. They have 3 children together, 1 girl and 2 boys. They were together for like 10 years before they eventually got married. And their marriage was highly celebrated and highly welcomed because it happened shortly after the other half of the P Square, Peter Okoye, got married to Lola Omotayo. And if you know the history, you will know that the P Square family was very, very much against Peter marrying Lola because they didn't like her for whatever reason. For one, she's older than him. And for two, maybe because of the tribal differences. So they made it very clear, the family made it very clear that the mom did not want Peter to marry Lola. And so when Peter, after their mom passed away, Peter went against the better judgment of their mom and married Lola. It was so obvious that there was a rift between this family. Like, relevant members of the family did not attend Peter and Lola's wedding. So that alone just set the tone of the kind of relationship that they were going to have going forward. And so when Paul and Anita came forward to announce their wedding plan, it was incredibly embraced. People saw them as the couple that need to be together, the ones that are most likely to succeed. And people were genuinely happy for them and rooting for them. It was the marriage that saw the family come together. Because remember, even their elder brother Jude, did not attend Peter Okoye and Lola's wedding. So having all the family together for Paul's wedding was a nice way to kind of maybe start the healing process. So that's just a little bit of their history. But fast forward to 7 years after the wedding, Anita has filed for divorce. And she's claiming irreconcilable differences. In Anita's petition to court, she says that Paul has denied her any form of companionship and love, which are the integral component of all successful marriages. Anita also reportedly cited lack of spousal support as a reason why she's filing for divorce. She says that Paul neglects his responsibility as a husband by refusing to support and cater for her and the children, allegedly. She says they no longer have communication as a couple. Allegedly, according to her petition, she stated that the marriage has broken down irretrievably because of lack of love and compatibility. She also claimed he is extremely indifferent towards her feelings. And so she proceeded to file for divorce. In my humble opinion, I do believe that there is actually more to the story than meet the eye, and from the look of things, it appears that they both just want to get this over with and just move on with their lives. My inquiring mind can't help but wonder where it all went wrong, but it seems like this has been building up for some time now. Apparently, Anita doesn't even live in Nigeria anymore. She has relocated to the United States with her children, where she's currently studying for her master's degree. After this news broke, right, I went to her Instagram to check things out for myself. Like, I don't follow her on Instagram, but just my curious mind, right? So I brushed down to her Instagram page, and that was when I realized that the all is not well telltale signs have been there all along. And because they were such a private couple, nobody noticed that these things were happening. Most people just assumed that they were doing the things, doing their normal low-key relationship because that's who they are. And from the look of things, it appears that they are just done. Even on the Father's Day message, there was nothing affectionate. Now, Father's Day, especially for some women, most women actually, Father's Day is when they really have the opportunity to shower their daddies and their baby fathers, boyfriend, husband, whatever, with love and all the accolades or whatever. All this woman wrote was that, Happy Father's Day, Papa Ejima, Ejima, and all of that. That was all she wrote. So, and people did not notice, people just assumed that, okay, maybe that's just how they roll. But now it's coming out, like I said, I feel like they just want to get it over with. And as far as the reaction goes, people are really, really shocked. Nobody saw this coming. You know that there are some celebrities that when you hear about them breaking up, you'll just be like, oh, it's about time, just because of what they have done publicly before, or just based on your judgment from before when you first heard that they had gotten together, and you thinking that there is no way these two are going to make it. Obviously, I don't think people who say things like that are necessarily happy to see other people fail when it comes to marriage. I just think that, you just know in this day and age, if you're smart enough, you know people who are together for the wrong reasons, and you know those who are together for genuine reasons. And these two, especially considering the fact that they've been together for so long. They've been together for 10 years before they actually got married. So in your mind, like when you hear that people who have been together for a long time eventually deciding to tie the knot, the first thing that a logical person would think that fine, they've been together 10 years and they've had enough time to know the good, the bad, to learn the good, and they've had enough time to learn the good, the bad, and the ugly about each other. And if after 10 years of being together, they're still choosing to take it to the next level, such as getting married, that means these two really want to be together. They have seen it all. Like in your mind, the first thing that comes to mind is, well, they've seen each other through their worst situations, because trust me, if you're in a 10-year relationship, it is not rosy. It's not rosy. Nobody can pretend for 10 years. Not in that Niger situation. No, not even in a abroad situation. So when somebody is choosing to get married after being together for 10 years, your first thing is like, okay, these two have seen each other through the worst. And so even though it's not going to be smooth sailing from here, it's just going to be a situation of what are we going to experience today that we haven't already experienced 10 years ago, 15 years ago. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of people, when they got together, when they announced that they were getting married, people were really rooting for them. People believed that they were going to make it. That's why a lot of people are confused now in thinking, what went wrong? How did it go so bad? They were not even the couple that a lot of people were looking at and thinking, these people won't make it. So they were, when it comes to Nigerian celebrities and which one is going to make it in marriage and which one isn't, these two, Anita and Paul, were not even in the radar. They were not even in the list, They were a safe couple that if you wanted to bet on a couple that were bound to make it, those two would have been on your radar, would have been on top of the list. And obviously, this just reaffirms what I've always said, that it's not how far, it's how well. Things happen, somebody that you've known for so long can do something one day that shocks the hell out of you. Or it could just be you being bored of doing the same thing over and over again. And this is why you have to respect people who have been married for so long. Not be being so, I'm telling you. Being married for a long time, being able to deal with each other, put yourself through thick and thin. Because marriage couples, they do things to each other, honestly. Don't let those anchors that they wear fool you. The things that they do to each other, they forgive each other, they do all kinds of things, and then they forgive again. So at some point, they just become like brothers and sisters. Like I've even talked to some couples who will tell me that at this point, she's just allowing the man to do anything, and the man too is not even batting an eye when she's doing her own thing. They're just there, staying for the children, which is so unhealthy. But at the same time, you have to play everything by ear. You have to do marriage the way that works for you. It's not for everybody. Some women have low tolerance to abuse, cheating, and pain. Others don't. Others much rather just stay in the marriage so that they can continue to do eye service. But they are individually doing their own thing. Oh, this one is cheating, the other one is cheating, and they're just in the home, because they have to put on the front. Some people are also in a marriage for financial reasons. It's better to stay married than to be apart. But then they are in a marriage and they are doing all kinds of things. This one is living his life and that one is living her life, So there are so many different components. Marriage is not a one size fits all. Marriage is something that is such a mystery. If you are not in that particular marriage, you won't understand. No two marriage is the same. So we don't know. Maybe really what she's saying now could just be it, or maybe there is more that she doesn't want to divulge and she just wants the marriage to be over so that they can just move on with their lives. So at the end of the day, another one bites the dust. So yeah, anyway, this is where I'm going to end this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you all so much for watching. Catch you guys in my next one. Bye guys.